Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 with the Rude Man. And we're back in Nulla Creek, Australia. Make sure everything's okay. Looks like it. I think I got everything set up right. Well, we'll find out. Anyway, welcome. I just got a runny nose, sorry. Can't help it. I can't help it. I'm human. Well, there's some debate on that, but we'll leave it at that. All right, now we got stuff to do here, so let's carry on. I never did get back over here. I meant to get over here and take some of this grass down. Put some more asphalt in here. That kind of thing. Oh, boy. Let's see. I did put some water in. Let's move this truck. Maybe. If I can find it. Did I go buy it? Yeah, there it is. Hey, Matt, how you doing? I don't think anything else needs fertilizer, but I could be wrong. I never am, but I could be. Just joking. Not really. All right. Gotta check the animals. I need to check the animals. Last live stream we spent on the production. And I still am way behind on that. But I need to check the animals because are they getting fed? Are they growing? Are they providing milk? I'm not sure. I think the horses might be ready for sale. Field information. They consider this a field, huh? Well, I guess that was a field before I put the animals here. All right, straw. No straw. There's no straw. Uh-oh. That might be an issue. All right, let's go get our dump truck. Grab some straw. We should have plenty of straw. At the old farm, the old hacienda. Oh, lamppost in the way. Anyway, what's going on? Photune Kia now following. Thank you very much. We're doing good, Matt. Thanks for asking. Photune, you get a free tractor today for following, so hang on a sec, we'll get that for you. Everybody that follows or subscribes to my YouTube channel or Twitch gets a free tractor. Biggest, most expensive tractor we can find. All right, there's your tractor. All you got to do is drive it away. It only takes 2 fingers. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Frank's in the house. Hello, Frank. Listening from work. Thank you. Appreciate that. Patrick's here. No news. Yeah. No news, Patrick. We still haven't heard from the hospital. You're at work? Hey, that's great. Thanks. Thanks. The Discord, you're on Twitch, aren't you? Discord, if you type !redeem, or !Discord, I'm sorry, just !Discord, it'll give you a link to the to an invite for the Discord. Yeah, so you just do, now I'm not on Twitch right now. I guess I could get over there. I could sign on over there. Let's see. Let's see if that works. Okay, yeah, there's a link right there for Discord. Oh, yeah. Let's get some straws. Scorpion, hello. Andy's here. Hi, guys. Right. Cheers, Andy. Let me grab some straw. Man, we got a lot of straw. A lot of straw. Scorp, how's it going? All right, let's, where are my, okay, this guy, Sugar Beets, he's done. Get rid of the sugar beets. If I can sneak into the grain drain here. I guess you could call it a grain drain. Kind of works like a drain. So Scorp's working from home this week. Let's see, we got the sugar beets over here. Okay. So it needs plowing. This needs plowing. This needs plowing. Let's grab a spreader here. We got a little snow. Just a dusting of snow last night. We had a little dusting yesterday, but it melted as soon as it hit the ground. And it wasn't snow. It was like a sleet. So it was kind of raining, but it was enough to kind of whiten the grass up a little bit. But it didn't last long. But during the night, it actually snowed just a little bit. It's all melted off now, but there was ice and snow on the windshield of the cars. Oh, no, get up. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Oh, come on. I like to try to do it driving. I used to be pretty good at it because I did it quite a bit. I can't believe it's Tuesday. I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know what day it was yesterday. And of course there was a holiday involved. So it felt like a Sunday to me because there was no school. So it was actually pretty quiet yesterday. Our weekends are pretty quiet here because I live across the street from the grade school. And there's always screaming Mimis out there, during the daytime. And so on weekends, it's usually pretty quiet. Now, that doesn't mean there isn't traffic at the school. There is. Our schools here we use as community platforms. So if people need to meet and greet and stuff like that, the schools are open for that. There's a lot of sports going on right now, so there's practicing going on the weekend. So there's always cars, there's always traffic at the schools, but it's not always kids. If there's no school, there's no buses, and that quietens down quite a bit. And then, of course, there's no kids because there's no school, and then that makes it quiet, too. The car traffic isn't that loud because you can't hear it from inside the house. The buses you can hear sometimes. Two reasons. One, all of them have those beep, 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 those kind of things, and then kids screaming out the windows and horns blowing, that kind of stuff. But it was pretty quiet yesterday. Lori's here. Hey, 1616, how you doing? Lori's 16 by 16. Don't know what that means. But it must be important because it was given to her by YouTube. So there must have some meaning to it. You never know. Okay, let's find the other fertilizer guy. I'm doing good, Lori. Thank you. You're Paul Bunyan, huh? I'm just going to spread fertilizer all over the world, so we'll just be, just call me Johnny Appleseed without apple seeds. I got fertilizer instead of apple seeds. Let's see, who's working here? Hamish McDougal. Who's on the other one? Miss Nelson. Miss Nelson's spreading the goodness on the fields today. So I was almost late getting on today for two reasons. One, I forgot it was Tuesday. Oh, well, I didn't forget. I didn't know it was Tuesday. Yesterday kind of messed me up. As I said, I thought yesterday was Sunday because it was so quiet. It was a holiday and that kind of thing. And got a lot on my mind lately, so I'm not paying attention to those kind of things. Being retired, every day's a Saturday, so I don't wear, well, I do wear a watch because it's got my medical information on it and that kind of thing. But I don't look at the calendar. I have no idea what day it is. So there was that. I didn't realize it was Tuesday till lunch came around, and I thought, what are we having for lunch? And Jeff says, we're going south. Now, we didn't go south of the border today for lunch. But we did go south, and we went Cajun. So Jeff made some. Okay, wait a minute. Jambalaya? Is that what you call? It's some kind of Cajun food. But Jeff decided he wanted to make some jambalaya. We hadn't had it before. I know I've never had it. And so that's what we did, and man, it was good. But it's kind of spicy. So Carol decided she couldn't handle it. It's too spicy. So she went to her one of her little hamburger joints and got herself a hamburger. Where's the blue ox? The ox's name is Rob. Is he blue? I'm so blue. Do 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 do. Yeah. Anyway, as you can tell, I don't sing. It's been a weird day. I'm just finishing up my morning cup of tea, and I got up early too. But again, I didn't realize it was YouTube day, and so I wasn't thinking. I was just leisurely, enjoying the morning cup of tea. And then Jeff decided he was going to go to Wally World and pick up some soda. Well, I happened to be out of Code Red, and so I said, "Well, hang on, I'll jump in the shower and go with you." So he and I went shopping. I said, "What are you going to Wally World for?" And he says, "Oh, we're making a jambalaya." And I said, "Oh, okay. What the hell's that?" It was good. It really was. It was quite spicy. Not terrible though. I mean, I've had many other foods that were more spicy than the jambalaya, but it is Cajun, so it does have a little heat to it. But it was really good. I don't know if anybody else knows what jambalaya is. I didn't. I thought he was talking about a gumbo, but I don't know what gumbo is either. But basically, it's rice. He used chicken and sausage and andouin. Is that scorpion? Is that how you pronounce that? Andouin sausage, like an Italian sausage. I'm probably wrong, but I'm not big on that. If it's potatoes, I know what potatoes are. If it's meat, I know what meat is, and that's about it. That's all I know about food. Meat and potatoes. Jambalaya is quite tasty. Yes, it was. Very good. Jeff's a good cook. Louisiana, yeah. It's a Louisiana dish. But I just finished that as I was setting up my stream, so I still have a little bit of heat in my tummy. Besides the tea's kind of, my tea's warm, but it's not hot. It was hot when I made it at 8 o'clock this morning. So it's been sitting on this warmer on my desk because like I said, I went to Wally World with Jeff. I bought 2 cases of Code Red. I bought 2 cases of Diet 7-Up. And I bought 1 case of Baja Blast. So I'm set for a week. Or 2. Ooh wee! Sausage andouille. Glad you said that, not me. All right, so this is where we need to go find our plows here and see if they're done or not. Let's take a look. I didn't put any kind of flight on this morning. Let's do that. Okay, I've got these round things, and it looks, all 3 of them are now plowed and ready to seed, so we can work on that. And again, I think I'll keep these with the vegetables as I did before. So let's get the plows off the field. Jambalaya, Billy Gumbo. I don't know. the words to the song. Mio Mio, I remember that part. There's some kind of Mio and Mio one going on. All right, now, if you remember, the only way for me to get from this piece of land to my other piece of land is to drive over this bridge, which I don't have the width to do with this rig. So I'm gonna have to have it airdropped. So we're gonna airdrop this thing from here. See, there's a river runs through it here, and the only way across is this little bridge right here, but it's not wide enough by any means for that plow to go across. So we'll just airdrop it over here. I think FedEx can do it. They'll be late, and they'll just drop it from 100 feet, but I guess that's the way they do things. There was I saw a video yesterday. This poor guy lives out in the country, and he has to order everything, to be delivered, like Amazon, stuff like that. And his FedEx driver comes to the property, and just outside the gate of the property, because he lives out in the country, and he's got a long driveway that goes, to the edge of the property where it's all fenced in, because he's got horses and stuff like that. And then so the road comes down. The road comes down from the main road down to his gate to get it onto his property, and that gate is a couple hundred yards from the house. So he said, "Let me show you what my FedEx guy does." And he walks out of the house. He goes to a spot where it's clear view to his swinging gate to get into his property. And he picks his phone up and he puts it on Zoom. And the guy in the FedEx truck is taking his packages and just throwing them out the window, and they're just crashing on the ground and rolling off the side. Then here comes another great big one, does the same thing, and it hits, and who knows what it is? Could be glass. Who knows? They said this is how we get our stuff delivered, and I don't know what the hell I can do. I've got the same driver every time. I know him by name, but he refuses to get. That's the only way he'll deliver. Just throw them out the window. It's crazy. Now, here's the problem that this guy has. If you see a FedEx truck nowadays, if it's FedEx ground, that is not FedEx anymore. It's a contract. So FedEx, if you send anything that's not overnight, FedEx still does all their overnight stuff. FedEx still uses their planes to move stuff around, but they don't deliver ground anymore. They contract people to do that. So these people, they don't really work for FedEx. They contract through FedEx. And so they're a private citizen just, doing a job. So I don't know how much, I'm sure they've got some way of bending this guy's arm to do the job right, but still, what did I do here? It says it needs plowing. You know what? I should probably, did I not? Okay, I didn't fertilize this one for some reason. Which one did I fertilize? This one. Now, the post office does the same thing in some places. In the city, the people that deliver the mail are actual postal employees. In smaller cities, they have what they call rural contracts, and then they have city contracts. So, for example, where I live, the mail is delivered by not a postal employee, but a contractor, and it's a city contract. Now, the city contract tells them what they need how to do their job. So the post office still has a say. You want to lose your contract, then you do crap like I just explained FedEx was doing. Depends on the contract. I have no idea what FedEx contracts look like. But post office, they're pretty strict contracts. And it's lucrative. It's a good job to have. And then, of course, the rural contracts are completely different. And then, of course, they have the city employees, or the post office delivery people. All right, come on, let's go. Did I already do this? Oh, I did. What the heck? Did I do this one? No, I didn't do this one. All right. That's why it won't work. All right, you can quit complaining. Jump over here, do this one. Oh, I see what you guys are doing. All right, hang on. Look what I got. I got Andy capped. There we go. There we go. The hot fries. I liked them. They're very good. And they're accumulative. I tried one and I thought, okay, I can taste a little spice there. Well, I ate another one. And I said, okay, there's a little spice there. I ate another one. By the fourth or fifth one, I'm starting to go, okay, there it is. There it is. It kind of has to sit on your tongue for a little bit. Now, it's not terribly hot. It's not, abnormally hot. They do have one that's hotter than that, though. And what I should have done, and I didn't, I should have bought the box that had 4 flavors in it. That you can get a box that has, it's a variety pack. And it's the cheddar cheese, it's the barbecue, it's the hot one, and it's the ranch chips. Now here's the thing, they call them fries, and the thing is, mostly when you think of fries, you think of potato fries, French fries, right? This is a carrot snack. It says right on it. Right on the bottom here where my thumb's at, right here, it gives you the weight. It's net weight of 3 ounces, 85 grams. And right above that, it says it's a corn snack. I don't care. I like corn. But it's not potato. And they're good. I like them. Andy said he ordered a pack of 4. Yeah, they're corn, Lori, they are. And that's fine. I like corn. I mean, one of my favorite chips is, the Frito Banditos. I can't believe they don't do that anymore. I am the Frito Bandito. I love Fritos corn chips. I love them. I do. That's what they used to have. And, that's racist. You can't do that anymore. Well, I'm telling you, when I was doing that, the best thing in the world was a little Mexican guy giving me a treat. Yeah, I was happy. I'm singing the song. I wasn't being mean. I wasn't being disrespectful. I was enjoying it. I was enjoying the snack and enjoying the song. And it's kind of like the Washington Redskins. Oh, you can't call them that. It's racist. What are you doing if you're a fan of the Washington Redskins? You're out there, you're screaming, go get them, win. My team is great. Mine is wonderful. What's wrong with that? Somebody got offended. I don't know. Let's see. There's the Kansas City Chiefs. There's the Washington whatever I just said. Redskins. Whenever I watched them play football, I wasn't thinking racial things. I wasn't hating anybody. The total opposite. I was cheering them on. That's the world we live in now, though. Spicy barbecue Fritos. I haven't tried them yet. Barbecue Fritos. No. The barbecue flavor's not my favorite. You know, I either like, spicy or... Well, those would be spicy too, though, wouldn't they? I already did that one over there. Jeremy, hello. I probably did, Lori. I probably did. Because I was thinking of carrots. Well, I was thinking of carrots because of what I'm doing here. But I was also thinking of carrots because of the way they look. See, they're kind of orange, and I've seen people cut carrots up like French fries, just to snack on them in a bowl, in a vegetable bowl or something. I probably did say carrot. I didn't mean to. That's what I got you guys. So, you guys are here to correct me, to make sure I don't embarrass myself like AOC. All righty. What is this here? Barley. And then corn harvested. Needs plowing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy working in that big field over there because that's gonna take all day. All day, all night, Marianne. Okay, I'm going to double check this thing set up like I like it. Okay, it is. And we're going to hire a worker, and it's going to be Elsa. I need to send Elsa a message. I haven't seen her for a while. I hope they're doing okay down in the down under. The deep, dark down under. Okay, I gotta get my stuff over there. Let's see. Okay, this guy can start, so let's extend his wings. What's a veggie straw? I don't know if I've heard of that. I know what a pixie straw is. I used to eat those I used to eat those so much. It's a powder, like a sweet tart. Does anybody know what a sweet tart is? It's like a sweet tart that you crushed in a mortar into dust, and then they put them in a straw, and you tear the end of the straw off, and you drop it on your tongue. And I would do so many of those that my tongue would just have blisters on it. The things we do. Oh, geez. Addie ended up, not her, but her and her boyfriend ended up at the hospital last night. They both worked yesterday, and it was raining out, a freezing rain, and he was running around his machine that he operates. He operates a a carnival ride called Tilt-A-Whirl, and the base of it is kind of metal, and it was slick, and he shouldn't have been running, and he slipped, and he's right-handed. He broke his wrist in 2 places and tore one of the tendons off his finger bones or something. So he came home from the hospital all wrapped up, clear to his elbow, and they have to wait a few days before they can put plaster on, I guess. Is that for swelling purpose? Must be. But yeah, and I looked at him. I said, "My God!" A week before that, they broke something glass and he stepped on it and cut his foot open, and we ended up taking him to the hospital. And he had a couple stitches. And I looked at him. I said, "My God, I'm 73. I never broke a bone in my life. I used to break horses for a living. And I used to be a dirt bike rider. I've done a lot of stupid stuff over the years, and I've never ever even broken a bone. Man, I'm glad I don't have to insure you." Of course, when they got home from the hospital, I'm the first one he wanted to see. Poor kid. And I looked at him, I said, "Are you right-handed?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "That figures." So he told me, he says, "That's not the first time I hurt my right wrist, though," or something. He said, "because I did before, and I had to learn how to do stuff left-handed, so I'm pretty good at doing stuff left-handed." And I said, "Well, that's good." Okay, this isn't what I wanted. It's supposed to be doing the headlands first. Oh well, I'll let it go. We'll let it go. Okay, yeah, I gotta get a, what you call it, one of these guys. Let's get one of these guys. Oh crap, what's going on? No. I have this mod and I never use it. I never use this mod because I always forget I've got it. Alright, let's get rid of this corn. Yeah, I know. It's rough. Damn. How long does it take for something like that to heal? And I'm worried because I have a high school friend that broke his arm when he was a kid, and they didn't set it right when they set it. And so his arm is always bent a little bit for the rest of his life. You know, it didn't work properly. I worry about that kind of crap. It'll buff out? Uh-huh. Okay, I'm confused. Oh, I just missed the train. That's okay, I didn't have a ticket. Where did I leave? Alright, I don't... Oh, I left the trailer across the tracks. Okay, let me dump this grain first, I guess. Corn, it's corn. Jimmy crack corn. I don't care. Neither did he. Okay, I can't do it. I'm gonna have to put it in a truck. Oh, jeez. All right, let's get this guy out of here. Four weeks. Buff out, bent, and multi-dexterous. Okay. Oh, come on. I think I'm done with this guy. All right, I gotta go back across the tracks. Before I do that, let's grab the other one. Go do the barley. Barley, barley, barley. Okay. Note down. Work direction, number of headlands, working with, work the headlands on. I thought I had an option to do the headlands first. Work the headlands? Isn't that what that is? I'm gonna reset it and go with that, see what happens. All right. There's no straw pickup, so let me fix that. And I just fired whoever was working. I didn't see. John's working now. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Andy. All right, we're going to send this guy away. Where's he need to go? I'm thinking. Okay, this one's being... I don't know. It's a. It's beer 45 o'clock. Huh? What's that mean? Already drank the one that's Andy? You guys talking about? Already drank the beer that Scorpion bought? Now, I know you guys don't follow the rules because every time you buy a beer, you don't really notice that it says last call for alcohol. It says last call. It's never the last call. It's just the next call. Next call. They're just going to ignore the headlands, I guess. Do them last. I thought I had it set up different, but I guess now. Oh, wait a minute. That is fertilizer, isn't it? Yeah, it's fertilizer. Okay. All right. This is one of my favorite tractors. Not the favorite, but one of the favorite. Only because you can drive it both ways, forward and backwards. It's got two steering wheels. Yeah, well, he does have two hands. Boo-ba-doo-boo, boo-ba-doo-boo. So did you see where Canada, both men's and women's teams got caught cheating in their curling at the Olympics? I don't even know why that's a sport. Why is that a sport? Okay. Ready? Are we ready? McDougal, Hamish, double-fisted beer chugger. Why is that a sport, curling? Here's the thing. Because they got caught cheating, there's this big discussion. Did they really cheat? Well, why would they even ask that question? Well, they ask that question because curling doesn't have any rules, really. There's no umpire. It's not like a boxing match where one guy beats the shit out of the other guy until he's knocked unconscious, and that's the winner by knockout. Okay? It's nothing like that. And it's considered a gentleman's game. So there's really no rules. There's no umpire. There's no umpire. There's no referee. The only time there's an umpire or a referee is if they think there might be cheating, and then they bring in some extra eyes. But technically, there's no referee or no umpire because there's really no rules. There's a couple of rules. The one that's in question is when this thing looks like a teapot filled with cement, right? It's made out of marble. You're not allowed to touch the marble. You're not allowed to touch the marble. Supposedly, it's just the handle. And you can only touch the handle until it goes across this line. Then you can no longer touch the thing. You can sweep around it, but you can't touch it anymore. So what this guy was doing was he's skating behind it as it's going, like he's willing it to go a certain way, but his finger comes out and touches the granite and gives it a bump. And there's no cameras that caught it, except for some people in the audience that were filming it with their phones. And so there's several videos of this guy cheating. And it wasn't just him. The girls' team was doing it too. And it wasn't just the one. There were several people doing it. And here's the other thing. Because it's a gentleman's game and there's no referees, if there's a mistake made or a fault or something that isn't quite right, because it's a gentleman's game, the team that did it has to say, oh, we're sorry. We made a mistake. We accidentally hit it when we weren't supposed to. The other team that sees it is not supposed to be allowed to say, hey, you're cheating. Faults are not supposed to be pointed out by the offended team. You're supposed to do your own, okay, it's a gentleman's game. I'm sorry. I accidentally hit that. So I'm not touching it. Scorpion, I have a niece that when she was young, we didn't see her very often. And one day I'm sitting there out in the patio and she's poking me. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. And I got fed up with it. So I took my finger and put it in my nose and then in my ear. And I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. And she's screaming, oh, Boogie, Boogie. She didn't touch me again. Well, anyway, here's the other thing. The other rule, because there's no real rules. There's not, except for it's a gentleman's game, no bad language. So this Canadian guy that's getting accused of it is effing the guy that's accusing him, just effing this and effing that, and they've had to cut it all out because there's little kids watching this. It's the Olympics. It's the Olympics. You're not supposed to talk like that. So I thought it was pretty funny. So the Canadians, of course, are saying, no, they would never cheat. We're Canadians. We can't cheat. We're not allowed to. They're so good, and the defense they have in this that, no, we weren't cheating. Why? Because we say so. And two, because we're always being picked on. Now, granted, they are. I've watched some sports things in the past, and Canadians, everybody hates the Canadian hockey players. They're always getting picked on. Why? Because Canadians are from the Great White North. They should be better at it than anybody else. And people in Mexico don't curl. They don't play hockey. That's a winter sport, right? Anyway, well, there you go, Olympics. And then what's worse, Canada cheating or the United States dissing their own country. All right, moving on. What was on that other field, though? We have another field over there. What's going on over there? Was this soybeans? Did I have soybeans? I do, and they're ready for harvest. Let's get that other combine out here. Oh, I still got to get the straw to the animals. They're just crapping on the dirt instead of in the straw. It's unseemly. All right, we got to get rid of the corn header. Don't need it. Boogie finger. Well, not without getting a finger broke. You try to pick my nose, you're gonna have a broken finger. I was going to say I was just going to leave this here, but then I won't know where it's at. And I'll be bitching in the future. Where the hell's my corn header? I'd be crybabying like nobody's business. Hey, I'm not proud. I crybaby all the time. His scorpion did it. All right, now I gotta find my other header. Did I leave it in front of the garage? I think I did. Can I just drop this off? There it is. It's bright red. You wouldn't think I'd lose it. All right, off we go. Digging for gold in all the wrong places. No one can pick it better than yourself. That's true. You know right where to go. Yeah, that's what Jeff and I were doing. We got a whole bunch of them. Fire logs are cool, man. Alright, so we don't have to worry about windrow because there isn't any. So let's see what we got here. Reset. Okay. Soya beans. Thank you, Matt. Matt says it's soup de jour. And you guys, I already told you what I bought at Wally World today. And Scorpion, we've talked about this before, and I don't know if it's true, and I don't know for sure if I believe it. I think I do. the pop that's called Zero is different than the diet pop. So I used to get Diet 7 Up and Diet Mountain Dew. Now they have 7 Up Zero. I don't know what the difference is. Somebody told me that it's the kind of sweetener they use. I don't know that at all, but because I haven't researched it at all. But I think I'm gonna have a Baja Blast today because I haven't had one for a long time. I've been drinking nothing but Code Red lately, so I'm gonna do a Baja Blast. And where's it at? It's hidden from me. What? Come on. There it is. Okay, load it. Oh, must be cold. It's slow loading today. Matthew wants me to do a Code Red. I drink too much Code Red. I love it because it's my favorite, but I just haven't had a Baja Blast for a while. So I want to do that. And I've got some Dr. Pepper left too. Oh, so cold. And so refreshing. And just exhilarating. You go, kitty cat. Go, cat, go. Go, cat, go. Go, cat, go. So there's soup du jour for the day. Aspartame and acetylsweswesbane. Potassium is in zero, and diet only has the aspartame. Well, what's the acesulfame? Acesulfame potassium. Well, everybody needs potassium. Diabetics are short on potassium. I'm supposed to be taking potassium and what else? I can't remember. Potassium and something else I'm supposed to take. I don't remember. Anyway, the Dr. Pepper I have is a zero drink too. So I have a regular Dr. Pepper. Well, no, I shouldn't say regular because it's diet. But the Dr. Pepper that I've been drinking lately is Dr. Pepper cream soda. And it's a zero drink. So there you go. 0 calorie, synthetic, non-nutritive sweetener, roughly 200 times sweeter than sugar. I screwed up. I used this stupid lip balm and it's root beer. Now my pepper, Dr. Pepper tastes a little bit like root beer. Yuck. Shouldn't have done that. All right. Moving on. I got stuff to do. We got to get this guy off the road. Wow, I didn't get very much barley, did I? 238. I guess that's plenty. Now we got to pick up the straw. We need to get the straw to the animals. Whoa. Slow down, buddy. I'm anxious to get rid of this barley. Where's Rob today? What else we got? What else? We got this. Let's go. We need straw, but we need to pick up straw. So let's go pick up straw. And here's why I'm doing this. I forgot. The dump truck can't go in this building and dump because it hits the ceiling. This trailer has the floor that pushes stuff out so it doesn't lift up like a dumper. So I'm going to go and grab that straw and I'll put that in the animal bins. How's that? That's probably the thing to do. Besides that, it's my favorite tractor and I get to drive it now. I have a reason. There's a reason for the season. Pepsi Zero. I just don't like that they put zero on it. It might be better if they put Zorro on it. It might get more sales. All right, we need to drop the header, turn it on, and go man go. Go man go. Put the old beacon on. We're running the bacon today. That truck can't take a dump in it. It could, but it'd ruin it. So, what? George Hamilton. Zorro the Gay Blade. Nick's in the house. How you doing, Nick? Pepsi Zero Sugar is like Pepsi Max, but you'll have to explain that. I don't know what Pepsi Max is. Now this isn't, I don't know if I can get this tractor in here. This tractor might be too big. Whoa. Nah, it's okay. Now, where else do we need straw? I can get this other straw I need to put a road over this railroad track because I'm using this shortcut all the time. And you couldn't do this in real life. You couldn't hit that railroad like I've been hitting it. It's high enough. I don't know if you could drive over it at all. Because I'm stuck on it. I'm stuck on Band-Aid. I'm doing okay, Nick. I'm doing fine. Didn't realize it was Tuesday though. I lost track of the day. But that's not unusual. I very seldom know what day it is. Uh-oh, we got stuff to pick up. No, don't hit it. Oh, who's driving this thing? This one I can go outside and still hit the trigger, and it doesn't hit the ceiling there. Yeah, you saw my jump? There was one of them, man. I really flew. Alright, I don't think the pigs need straw, but the other cow barn does, I think. And I don't know if I can get in that. Let me see if I've got enough in that quicker picker upper to get the job done. I don't know if I can get in there. Is this narrower than the other one? Hey, we made it. We had enough. Do the horses need straw? I can't remember. I need to move this thing. It's in everybody's road. Okay. They don't have any straw, so I don't know if that means they need it. I say that all the time. It makes Carol mad. Carol come in and she'll have something like, let's say it's a piece of pie, and she'll say, "Do you want a piece of pie?" I'll look at her and say, "Well, I don't have one." And she looks at me like, "Do you want one or not?" Sorry. Whoa. Straighten up. Fly right here, buddy. It's going to be harder than I thought. Wow, come on. Okay. Something's not right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Can't get this thing lined up right. Let's try again. Yeah, see, it's almost like it's turning on its own. Wow. Oh, geez, it's so sensitive. Oh, it's not gonna work. Ain't gonna work. But I can do it from here. There we go. It just poops it out the back, so we're okay. All right, I think they got what they needed. Okay, what else needs straw? I don't think well, the goats might, but I don't think so. I don't think this thing. Oh my God! Look at all the milk. Man, those guys are putting out. Do they need straw? They don't have any food. They're starving to death. What are you guys eating out there? What did they take? Did they just take grass? Let's find out. Oh, geez. All right, I need a truck. Let's get rid of this guy. We don't need him. Not you. Teleport ticking over? What? Fish root? I still can't believe it. That great big harvester rolled all the way from the railroad track to the end of the field here. Man, that's got to be a record. That was a long jump. I wonder if the driver survived. Home again, giggity gig. Giggity giggity. This is going to take a while, I can see. Do we have grass that needs to be... God, this grass... I didn't even get a chance to double fertilize this before it was up tall enough. The grass is growing crazy. It's just crazy, man. That's the pigs, by the way. Pigs are just gross. They're nasty. They've got no table manners. Look, there's that lone tree up there on the hill. All by its own, all by itself up there. Anybody find any new maps that are any good? I haven't looked forever. Forever and a day. Okay, So we got some plowing to do. And we got some seeding to do. Let's grab this plow. Oh, this was the sugar beets. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see. Hody. Are we getting done here? Well, she's about halfway done. That's quicker than I thought. Let's grab this. Now, I've got vegetables on the round fields. But they grow pretty fast. The sugar beets and the potatoes don't grow that fast. So I'm going to go ahead and start them first as far as seeding. Let's see what the fields need. Okay, they're going to get us some more fertilizer here from this, I think. So let's do not corn. Let's do potatoes, sugar beets. We're going to do sugar beets? Yeah, sugar beets. Okay, and who's driving today? Oh, that's going to hit the building. Oh, no. Nope, it didn't. Matthew's driving Cedar today. Maybe Lori's cooking his dinner. Lori was here, Nick. She said Rob was coming in pretty soon. My son, Nick, made, what did I say it was, Scorp? Not gumbo. Jambalaya? Is that what it is? My son made some jambalaya today. Man, that stuff was good. I'd never had it before. Didn't even know what it was, really. All right, we're going to come down here and do potatoes on this field. So let's do that. And Steve, the farmer, is working that field. And then we need to plow the sugar beets over here. So where's my closest plow? I don't know if this is the closest one, but I don't think it is. Okay. This one is. Maybe. But from the inside, this sounds like a proper diesel, doesn't it? My health watch wants me to get up and walk around. I ain't got time for that. Oh shit, I hit that tree. Oh shit, God dang it. Pardon my French. I wonder, it's no wonder that people aren't watching the Olympics anymore. They've lost their viewers so bad on this. You know, Canadians were cheating, both men and women's. U.S. Participants are bad-mouthing their countries and making political statements that nobody wants to hear. The ice skating judges are biased. The American team skated their routine with 0 mistakes. And the French team comes in, makes 2 or 3 mistakes during their routine and gets the gold medal. And the last they have a special French judge, I guess. After all the tallies came in, it was real close. They have a special judge that comes in that happened to be from France, and he scored the French team 8 times over, 8 points over any of the other skaters, and so the French got the gold. Why are we watching this crap? People cheating, people saying things we don't want to hear. All we want to do is see you skate and ski. We don't care what you ate for breakfast or who you voted for or didn't. Yeah, he didn't. Well, kids get used to stuff like that. Thanksgiving, for example. Carol and I never took the opportunity or the time to make a handmade dressing for the turkey. We always used stovetop stuffing. We always just use that, and that's all the kids have ever had. And if we go visit somebody else that's making a home-cooked turkey dinner and makes their own stuffing and stuff, and stuff and puff and stuff, they won't eat it. They don't know what it is, for one thing, and it doesn't taste right. Where's the stovetop? So I can understand Rob not liking particular shells. I don't like those hard shells you buy in the stores that are already pre-bent. We just buy corn tortillas, and I put just a little bit of oil in a pan and just heat the things up in the oil so that they're soft. That's how we do our corn tortillas. Because I don't like crunchy food to begin with. All right, well, while this guy's doing his job, who is it, by the way? Lori? Lori's driving Big Blue. You go, Lori. Oh, wait. There's still straw in there. Trying to think where we need straw. I don't think the animals do. But we can put straw in here. Wonder if I have to back into these or if I can just do it from the side here. You must have to back in. All right, well, that's fair, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Cheers, Lori. Yeah, I was busy doing... oh, there goes the robot. Go, robot, go. We were doing the live stream on Saturday. Carol wanted me to make my chili, and so I said I can't. I'm live streaming. We're going to probably be going 3 or 4 hours. Well, we went 5 hours on Saturday, and so Sunday everybody missed the chili. So Jeff, I got up, was doing this and that and the other thing, and Jeff got up and grabbed my recipe and started. He'd never made my chili before, so. All right, I guess that's already full because it didn't take it, I guess. So we had chili over the weekend. Ate it till everybody was, finished. We ate it was a double batch. But remember, I got 10, 15 people living here now. It's like a damn commune, but not including the cat. It does take straw. Okay. Why does it take straw? Because it's making silage. Well, no, wait. You don't need straw for silage, do you? Oh well, I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't tell. Don't ask. Don't tell. Oh my God! Look at the wool we got there. Okay, let's grab. Go Elsa, go. Matthew's doing sugar beets. Steve's doing taters. And we need our truck. All right, hang on. I want to do some cleanup here. Let's do some cleanup. We're going to do that and this and construction. And I'm going to take... where's it at? I'm going to take that little sugar thing out. All right, forget that. Just click on it, and we're going to sell it. Okay. East Gulf. Oh my God, look at... We got popcorn to sell. We got coffee to sell. And man, that's loud. We put two new production in. Clothing, look at that. We got clothing we're making. Max Stitch. I thought it said mismatch for a minute. The Great Tailor's Max Stitch. And there we got clothes. Innovative fashion brand. We don't know what it is. This could be all brasiers. I don't know. And then over here, what's this thing I'm making? Isn't it supposed to be making wool? Let's see. Oh, it's supposed to be making linen. Materials missing. Okay, we don't have any wool. So let's go grab the wool. Don't you know? Where'd my truck go? My truck. What? Did it just drive away? Oh, there it is. Never mind. Let's go get some wool. Yeah. Lori had some rancid tacos. I hate when that happens. Then you're spoiled on. Yeah. What the hell? Now that's weird. Hey, look at the mirror on the right side. The mirror is showing everything upside down. The trees are upside down. That's weird. How's that work? I don't know. The buildings are upside down. What the hell? It's the toilet zone. Do 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 do. You have entered the toilet zone. Cece's Pizza Buffet Wow, you guys must have all kinds of places to go into big cities. Whoa! Oh, jeez. Oh! Man, that hurt. I think I broke something. I need more sheep. I've only got one little thing that makes wool. I guess we'd need cotton to make linen, wouldn't we? All right, there's the wool. And we got eggs again. Yeah, we got eggs. We get eggs. Come on. Now I got to drive careful because I don't want scrambled eggs. I'm getting tired of scrambled eggs. Get this guy back to the next field. Couldn't agree on where to eat. Yeah. See, back in my day, we ate what the hell there was to eat, and that was it. There was no question. You didn't want it? I guess you're gonna go hungry today. I was a little more lenient with my kids. We'd go to a Chinese restaurant and they would order hamburgers at a Chinese restaurant. Now, they grew into Chinese, so, you know, now we go to Chinese, we all have Chinese. But back in those days, oh, I'm not eating that. What else you got? Well, the Chinese restaurant in our town made hamburgers, so. They didn't sell very many. But I guess my kids weren't the only ones that wouldn't eat it, so they probably had to come up with something. Oh, you want a McDonald's? No, I want Chinese. That's what I came here for. Okay, we didn't get very many soybeans either, did we? All right, we're off to see the wizard. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. I remember when I was a kid, that used to be a big event. We watched the Wizard of Oz every friggin' year for like 20 years. It was a big annual event. That and Peter Pan. Peter Pan used to play every year too. I had a woman play Peter Pan, a little scrawny little woman. Mary Martin was her name. She just happened to be an actor, Mary Martin, but she just happened to be the mother of the guy that played in I Dream of Jeannie and was in Dallas. Who shot? What's his name? I can't think of his name in the show. Larry Hagman was the actor's name, but Mary Martin was his mother, and she played Peter Pan. I guess she kind of wore the pants in the family or something. Kids are picky, and you didn't want a burger? No burger for you, huh? Well, if I want a burger, I want to go to a burger place that knows how to make one. You know what I mean? Vern? And when I want a burger, I want one that is better than I can make at home. I mean, what's the point of going to a restaurant if you're just going to get the same stuff you could have at home for, a fraction of the cost if you cooked it at home? I went to a restaurant one time. This is a restaurant that had been bragged about for like 10, 15 years in the area I live in. It's not in our town. It's in a town down inland. And so one day I was driving through on my way home from a meeting in the city, and I was hungry. I missed lunch, so I was kind of hungry. So I thought, you know what? On the way home, on the company's dime, since I was on company time and I deserved to be able to have a meal, because I'm driving through my lunchtime. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to stop and try this place. Everybody's always bragging on this place. And so I did. And one of the things I used to enjoy eating at a real restaurant was what they call a hot beef sandwich or a hot turkey sandwich. And all it is it's a slice of bread, like you'd make a sandwich. You put the bread down, you put the roast beef on the bread, and you smother it in gravy, and then you have mashed potatoes and some vegetable, usually green beans or something like that. And you'd expect it to be homemade mashed potatoes, a roasted, breast of some kind for the roast beef, or turkey, if you're having turkey, a slice of real turkey. I went to this place, and we have a Costco in town, right? Has anybody went to Costco and bought the canned gravy that they have? They have a gravy that's in a can, and it's real runny, and it's just. And then, so I went to this restaurant. The bread was regular bread, like Wonder Bread that you'd make a peanut butter jelly sandwich out of. Wasn't any special bread. The roast beef was those kinds of deli meats. Now, when I say deli meat, I don't mean meat from a real deli. I mean those plastic packages you can buy in the store of processed meat, where if you buy, for sandwich purposes, if you buy roast beef, if you buy turkey, if you buy ham, it comes in a little bag, and you make a sandwich with it, and nothing tastes different. If you buy the turkey, it tastes the same as the ham, tastes the same as the roast beef. There's no flavor to it. It's almost like it's not real meat. That's what they used for meat. The gravy was gravy from a can that they bought at Costco, and the potatoes were instant mashed potatoes. And I thought, this is the restaurant everybody's bragging about? It was terrible. I've never been back. Yeah, what's this guy doing? What's he doing? What you doing by my hacienda? Oh, he's got soya beans. Okay. Let's dump the soybeans. All right, moving on. Oh, these guys are done? Okay. Which one was this? This is the sugar beet guy. Okay, this is the sugar beet guy. We had sugar beets across the street. Let's run over there, and we'll do those. I got to get rid of the... Lori just left her plow just in the middle of the field and ran home. Must have been lunchtime. Yeah, some people don't mind that. You know, they're mostly old people that have to gum their food at that restaurant I'm talking about. And they've got no taste buds anymore anyway. So they wouldn't know real food if it jumped up and bit them on the ass, except for this is food they didn't have to cook and they don't have to clean up after. So it's just perfectly fine with them. But when I go to a restaurant, I want to get something I can't get at home. You know, not necessarily home cooked food, but at least food that's made out of real materials by somebody that knows how to cook. That's what I expect out of a restaurant. Don't get me wrong. I'm more than happy to eat something that somebody else cooked because I didn't have to. That wasn't the point. The point was I want a good, well-cooked food out of real materials. You know, not processed meat. And so, yeah, I wasn't very happy. All right, here we go. Who's working? Frank. Good old Frank. Okay, now this guy had potatoes. And I think it was Steve. Steve, the farmer, had these. And we're going to run across the street to that field and do potatoes. If you remember, last harvest, I doubled up because I wanted more potatoes and more sugar beets. And I didn't want like a huge, huge field full of it. So I just picked these two little fields next to the two that are a little bit bigger. Uh-oh. They didn't finish plowing the field here, did they? What's happening?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's not plowed. Okay, never mind. Let's fix this up. I didn't realize I hadn't plowed this. What'd I miss? Somebody. Hey, Rob's here. Hey, Rob. I missed Rob coming in. And Rob bought us a beer. Thank you, Rob. That always freaks me out. I wonder if YouTube knows we're selling beer on a live stream. I shouldn't say that. They'll probably take me at my word. I was watching a video and these people that do social media, now I do YouTube and Twitch, but I don't do Facebook, I don't do TikTok, I don't do, what's the picture one that they do? Snapchat, I don't do, what else? What's the other picture one? Anyway, I don't do any of that stuff. But a lot of people do, and this student teacher, a young girl in her 20s, maybe just out of college or something, is a student teacher, and she had a laptop on her desk that she was typing up her lesson plans for the students. And this kid came over and hit the delete button and deleted it all. And the girl was a little upset. I don't think she went hog crazy on it, on being upset. This is a girl that went through high school, went through college, and never had a violation, a driving ticket, never had nothing ever, had done absolutely nothing ever bad. You know, and she's a soft-spoken. The teacher said she's very, very conscientious, loves the kids, is doing a good job as a student teacher. Um, but she was a little upset because she just finished this, you know, job, and this little kid deleted it, and so she was kind of upset with the girl. She went on to, and I can't remember. I don't think it was TikTok. I think it was Snapchat, maybe. And she had an account, a private account, with her boyfriend and two of her best friends, and she sent a message out on Snapchat, a personal message to her own little Snapchat group, and just said, "Man, I just want to. Yeah, I'm a little upset because this happened, and man, I could just shoot her." Now, she didn't mean it. Like you're thinking, there's no way that this girl thought. Well, obviously, she didn't think before she did it. But she didn't think about what she just typed. Because it was, you can say it's a joke, and somebody will say, well, it's not funny. Okay. But I don't think she meant it to be a joke. I think she just meant, how many times have you said, you know, God, my wife's made me so angry I just want to kill her. Do you really want to? No, you don't. This poor girl, Snapchat sent this message that she typed to her own private friend group. Snapchat sent it to the FBI. The FBI sent it to the local sheriff's department. They arrested this poor girl. She probably never going to be a teacher. It was just awful. It just broke my heart to even watch it. The moral of the story is, don't do Snapchat. Don't do all these things and type what you really think, because somebody's going to be offended by it and turn you in. And it doesn't matter whether you meant it as a joke. It doesn't matter. They're just going to take it and run with it. Just don't do it. It made me think about this. You know what? Alexa, what's the temperature?
It's 41 degrees right now, with a high of 43 and low of 32 today.
What
There's
if-
a beach hazard statement in effect until 10 p.m. tonight due to sneaker waves, so stay out of the water.
Okay, that's how long it took the microphone to turn off. You saw me just lean away. That's how long it took for the microphone to turn off. Had I responded like, what's the temperature today? Oh, geez, that's so bad. Sometimes when we have this much weather like this, I just want to shoot myself. And I didn't mean to. All I wanted was the weather. But she's still listening. And I say something like that. Do they record all that? Is that kept someplace? So I'm starting to think about those things. Maybe I want to get them out of my house, if you know what I mean. Anyway, the moral is, be careful what you say to anybody. And don't do TikTok and Snapchat. And I still can't remember the one with the pictures. Instagram. Might have been Instagram that this girl was doing. I don't know. I think it was Snapchat, though. I don't have any of that. I don't want any of that. And I don't want Facebook. I don't want any of that crap. I wouldn't have YouTube if I wasn't doing this. Pretty scary. Okay, I came for some, what did I come for? Oh, that field needs to be plowed. It's Elsa again. All right, I was looking for the wool. The wool, not wool. Wool, yeah, wool. Where's the wool? I want to make some more clothes. Oh no! Somebody, you died and didn't know it? Well, that's kind of rude that they didn't tell you. You guys need to go back. Remember the days before we had cell phones? Some of you may not. But even cell phones, okay, I'm talking about not the cell phones themselves. I'm talking about the day that you could take your cell phone and go onto the internet. That day, you go back whatever year that was, and watch some of my videos and watch what I said when that happened. I said this. What? Rob trying to tell me something? I don't see. Anyway, I said, hey, this is the start. Right today is the start of the end of our existence. This is the bane of our existence right here. Now that we can go online on our phones, people are going to stop talking to each other. People are going to stop going over to see their friends. People are going to say anything they friggin' want to say because they think it's anonymous, which it's not. This is the end of civilization right here. Go back and look. Some of you will remember me saying that because I said it more than once. And I was serious. This is the end of our civilization. And hey, I've got one too. I don't really use it like most people do. If I didn't have the ability to keep my blood sugars level and stuff on my phone, I'd never have this phone. This phone, we bought our phones and we keep them in a drawer before I used them like this. I kept it in a drawer. I never took my phone out unless I was leaving the house. If I was leaving the house, I'd say, Carol, I got my phone in case you need to get a hold of me. Emergencies. That's why we had a phone. All right, now which one is it? This one? Let's see. Wow. That was quick. I want a factory that makes eggnog. I don't remember where I was using the eggs. Bakery? I think it was the bakery. The morning roll. I want one that says the morning wood. Whoops. Okay. Well, I can't take him here, but maybe that's not where I'm supposed to take him. Let's see. Nope. All right. I'm probably full up of eggs. Oh, wait. It took something. No, it didn't. Yes, it did. No, it didn't. Yes, it did. No, it didn't. What's going on? I got glitchy eggs. Glitchy eggs. I got an egg glitch. All right. Well, let me catch up on stuff. Hey, there's Dennis. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? I did not know that that meme was for Rudy's attention. Yeah, yeah. Well, you guys know I don't watch the chat as much as I should. And so if there was something really important, I made that. So when I hear it, I stop and look. And so that you got my attention. That's what that's for. It's okay, Rob. No worries. Made me look, though. You should have said that. Hey, Rudy, made you look. Oh, jeez. Matthew says I got to go, so I guess it's time. I've run my welcome out, so. I'm doing good, Dennis. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, Rob. Next time, just say, hey, made you look. It's kind of like that thing where they go up your nose. I hate when people do that to me because I don't know where their fingers been. Say, oh, where you had your finger? Oh, jeez. Andy's driving my way. I guess that's my cue to go. Andy's driving me off into the freeway. If we survive, I'll see it on Thursday. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys on Thursday. We'll finish up some of this. I don't know if we ever will. A farmer's work is never done. That's correct. That's correct. All right. Take care, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. For those of you that need prayers, you got them. And I'll see you on Thursday.